What's up, YouTube? This is Trainer Chucky, and this is going to be my first ranked gameplay video. So right now, 27 days left in the season, and I'm one match off of Legendary, and obviously my goal is going to be getting to Masters in this series. I think that what I'll do is play 1 hour every day and see where that takes us, so 27 days left. And just for reference, last season I ended Legend 1. My all-time peak there is from the old rank system, Legend 2. And let's go ahead and get into our first match. I'm going to set up a 1 hour timer, and at the end of that, we'll see where we end. Alright, I'm going to ban a brawler. So looking at the map, we have center stage. I'm going to probably ban a good tank. So I'll go ahead and ban Bull for now. New buffies just dropped today, but I haven't really seen them played much yet in ranked today, so okay. My teammate goes Penny first pick. I have last pick, or no, I don't. I have fifth pick. So opponent goes Bo and BB. I might go for an anti-tank because we don't have one of those yet. But at the same time, I'm also considering Kenji because I feel like with the bushes and into BB, it's not a terrible pick either. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead. Teammate's suggesting Maisie, but I think Kenji is a better pick here. If I was going to recommend you guys how to start playing ranked, I know that Bobby, another, pro player, posted a ranked guide, which I actually just watched, although I wasn't able to retain all of the information, so my picks might not always make the most sense to you guys, but I'm trying my best out here. So yeah. Opponent goes Colette, which should actually be decent into me, but we'll see how this first match goes. I see BB's on the left side, so I'm going to try and get over to that side quickly. Off the spawn. Okay. Heal up, try and get the super off. Nice. Hopefully teammate passes. Good. And that's a goal. Alright, that's a really good start. I think that with Bo hypercharge, BB hypercharge, the longer that the opponents are in this game, the harder it's going to be. There, maybe I could have tried to bait out the BB swing. And guys, this is my first video. I figured out that I can record both audio and gameplay at the same time using the iPhone screen record, but if you guys want game audio, I'll consider that. And also, if you guys want me to talk less, that's another thing that I will be considering. I'm trying to pop gadget here. Nice. Got the Colette down. It's a decent trade. BBS hypercharge, Boas hypercharge, which is pretty dangerous. Thankfully, my Penny got a hypercharge turret down, which will be helpful for us. Alright, I think maybe I'll hypercharge here, hit both of them really good, and then hypercharge onto that bow, no need, already down. Gonna try and collect the ball here. And let's see, okay, yeah. Probably should have known I wasn't gonna get that goal, but we stay alive, thankfully. We have that Colette with the hypercharge on the right side. I'll try and help my teammates out with the BB real quick. And that's a really good stop for my teammates there. 30 seconds left. I'll try and place that ball back. Alright. Colette still has that hypercharge. Dodged it and gonna try and take it down right now. Okay, wow. That is, yeah, it's shockingly fast when that hypercharge super goes off, but wow, really, really well played from teammate there to kill that bow in time. But yeah, all right, game 1, solid win. But we did get a really early goal, so hopefully we can replicate that. Otherwise, it might be a little bit more difficult. I'll go left side once again with the BB. Boom, heal gadget, popped that a little bit too late, I think, and that is probably not the best death from me here. Okay, thankfully we were able to take that down. I'm gonna put this ball in the corner, and I think maybe BB's there, but I think it's still all right to try and put the ball up a little bit. Okay, yeah, that is really, both teammates are pretty low right now. Wow, really well played from Penny there. I'm able to get that Colette down, and I'm gonna try and get up onto this bow. Wow, okay. That was well played by that BB. Our Penny, the Penny's playing really well. I'm gonna try and secure this kill. Okay. Oops. And I am really bad with bow mines, guys. But I'll maybe try and get a super onto this guy. Wow, really good hit connection there. Pass to these guys. Try and trip a few of those. Okay. Hopefully all of us are dead. Let's see if we're going to be able to get back and defend this goal in time. Unfortunately not. I have my hypercharge. Let's see about making a play. Able to connect onto one of them. Get another super down. Pop my health gadget. Yeah, unfortunately there, it seems like we all went down at the same time, which is what led to our death. 10 seconds left. Are we going to be able to get something? And wow. Okay, last second, really well played from us. That's really great from the Colt. Because if we get a tie, that guarantees we won't lose ELO. Because at worst, it would be a tie overall since we won game 1, but I think that it's still possible to win this. I will try and trip these mines here. Pass that over to my Colt. Good secure on the BB, and now I have a hypercharge. Pop my health gadget. Ah, wow, the Colette hypercharge is ridiculous. Guys, I couldn't even react to that. Gonna try and get something going here. Hopefully snipe that guy. Beautiful. Our Penny, will it be able to? Might be a little bit too late. Okay, game 3. And yeah, tie or a win here is gonna be securing us the victory. So let's see, I think maybe I'll try something different. Maybe try going up the right lane this time. Took a lot of damage there. That BB's here. I'm gonna try and support my Penny a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna go for this super on the bow. Ah, shoot, really not the best play for me there because I thought I was gonna be able to dash through those mines, but I wasn't able to. Okay. So I'll get the ball into an advanced position here. Bo already has hypercharge, which is pretty impressive. Gonna heal up a little bit. Okay. So BB hypercharge, Bo hypercharge. Pop super, and thankfully that let me dodge the mine. I'm gonna try and heal up a little bit. Hopefully this Penny switches the ball over Colt as well. Yeah, I was trying to get the ball out of there. I really wanted the Colt too, but that's honestly probably my bad there, but it was an avoidable mistake. It would have been easier if the Colt would have been the one to heal for me. I mean, not heal, but just switch the ball over. Okay, I have a hypercharge. Wow, really well played. My Penny is playing fantastically. That's a really good teammate. Gonna just place this hypercharge onto the Colette and pass that over to my Colt, which may not have been the best move, but I'll try and... Wow, did you guys see that? How did I get my super off? Because it's gonna be wasted now, but I still died. That's really unfortunate. And yeah, not looking good here. It's gonna end up being a tie, guys. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. We did have... Yeah, some decent stats. I would say I died probably a few too many times, but let's go ahead and get into the second game. That's not the end of the world. We didn't go down in any elo. Match 2, Ring of Fire. Yeah, this season is going to be Hot Zone as the primary game mode, so it's not necessarily my favorite mode, but I would say that it's something that I do need to practice on, so I'm not complaining too much. I think that maybe I'll ban a Griff with the buffies that came out. It's a good anti-tank. From what I heard, anti-tanks are supposed to be your first picks, throwers are supposed to be last picks, but nonetheless, let's try and work around our teammates. I think that it's good practice. I won't be dodging any matches. I'm too low anyways, so I don't really think that it's important to do that. Teammates flashing Edgar. Yeah, so Crow is a really good first pick in a lot of maps. So they did well to pick that. Pierce is also really good on this map. I think if my teammate does end up picking that Edgar, it's going to be really interesting. I think the only way we'll win is if we go really aggressive. So I'm considering maybe like a Kenji. But at the same time, we could also really feed into them. Yeah, I was considering maybe Bull, but like, and then they go Bull. Yeah. I will say that I thought that it would be best to go with 2 aggressive brawlers considering, you know, my teammates and the opponents, but here their Bull last pick really shuts me down, so stuff to consider. I'm still learning, you know, the draft. That's the most important part in the process to masters, so hopefully if you guys have recommendations for me, you can also just put them down in the comments for me. I'm pretty new to YouTube, but like, I think since my channel will be relatively small, I'll be able to interact with everyone in the comments pretty easily. But yeah, not a terrible start, all things considered. I'm going to try and stay in the zone a little bit. Although, yeah, there again, I don't know why my super gets wasted. I guess I should know when I'm about to die from now on, but like I just think that it's sort of unfortunate. Bad death from me there, I guess. I don't necessarily outrange Bull, but I didn't need to get that close to him. Health gadget, yeah. I'm just feeling a little bit too many supers, but I'm not really sure what to do. Okay, yeah. This is pretty one-sided. Maybe next time if I can stay alive off spawn, it would be slightly better, but yeah. Alright. I'll try and at least get a super off here. Wasn't able to hit anyone. And, I mean, all things considered, we did slightly better than I anticipated, but I had a really poor performance. I think that I will go up that left-hand side again, but maybe not go as aggressive initially off the jump. Alright, so, yep. Crow knows what I'm planning. So does Pierce. Get my health gadget. Nice. And we are able to get zone, surprisingly. I think that is going to be it. 0 hits on that super is really shocking to me. I thought I would have been able to line it up pretty well there, but yeah. I think this game's just a good lesson as how not to draft. But then again, I don't really know what my best pick could have even been, really. I do have that Edgar griefing, and it's unfortunate. I mean, I think they should always play it out, so I'm gonna go ahead and report him because what can I say? I don't really appreciate that. Yeah. All right. So yeah, pretty embarrassing stats from me there. But I will still, maybe I'll end up getting reported for bad random, but what can you do? Let's continue on. Pinball Dreams, another Brawl Ball map. All right. I think I'll probably ban the Griff because that's, with its buffies, really good anti-tank, really good wall breakers. So my teammate's flashing a Chester, which is a good brawler, good anti-tank. I think that if Crow is open, yeah, Crow is open. I'll consider taking the Crow based off what I see. Or I could also potentially do a Kenji again. I know I'm playing Kenji a lot. I do like him, but maybe into a bow. Bull is banned. There are a bunch of other tanks, but I feel like Bull is the thing that shuts down Kenji the easiest. And that would also close down throwers for them, so I think that Kenji is an alright pick in the draft here. Let's see, teammates flashing the Cordelia switch. I'm honestly curious to see the most recent meta tier list for April because I don't know how, if it's like a A or B tier brawler. Okay, they go for Meg and Crow. So I don't think Cordelius is the best pick necessarily. I think that maybe I'll suggest teammate. Okay, he went for Cordelius. I don't know, really. Maybe I would have suggested a thrower. They do have wall break with bow, but we don't really have much wall break. Thrower could have been decent. Yeah, let's see how this plays out, guys. Honestly, I'm finding it that as I'm talking through the gameplay, I'm not really getting as upset as I usually do, so maybe this is something that you guys can do as well to make sure you don't get too frustrated. All right. We are pushed back a little bit here. And that probably wasn't the best for me. But if I can get the ball here and put in the corner, pop my health gadget. Okay, missed the super again, but sometimes supering is just the right play because it lets you not die. I'll keep the ball in the corner because we need to relieve some pressure. Okay, I'm dead again. Cordelius is playing decently. Chester had a really good stun there. All right, I'll put that ball in the corner again. And we're getting really dominated right now, but that's well played for me there. Tried to get that health gadget off, but I couldn't. Cordelius, not sure why he passed the ball there. Questionable. I'll just get through these mines. Try and get a super off. Maybe a hyper super here. And if I can, all right, that Meg goes down, and let's see, okay, Bow goes down. Let's see if I can walk it up here. I think I'll be able to. Nice. Okay. I did charge a little bit of super there, but I mean, we did need the goal. Seems like that's a decent super. I'm gonna try and get onto this guy. Killed him. Okay, pass to me, and let's see if that... Ooh! Guys, I didn't know if that angle would work, but I really like that play right there. Yeah, I find it pretty surprising, but we turned that game around pretty brilliantly, in my opinion. So that was pretty good from us. Cordelius is there. I might try and go onto this other side. Chester goes down. I'll try and get this ball away. Get onto this crow right now. I think I popped my health gadget a little bit too early there. Maybe there was no need, but it ends up working out for us. Try and evade those so I stay alive. Need to heal up a little bit. And let's see. I'll try and get over here. That won't be going in. Pop the health. Ooh, almost. Well played from the Chester there. Good job stopping that goal. Cordelius, will he finish the Meg off? Hyper bow mines. I do end up getting hit by one of them. And honestly, not the best from me. I tried tripping them all, but I'm not too good at that. Like I said, guys, I'm not really too good into bow, but what can you do? There, I tried to pop my... I'm missing my gadget a lot, unfortunately. I tried waiting slightly there, so we were shooting the corner, but... Okay, that game went pretty poorly. Similar to first game, they dominated us off the start, but that time we weren't able to get back into the game, so... Let's see if we're going to be able to make things work in game 3. Okay, really good super from me. We need to take advantage of this right now. I get Meg out. Can the Cordelius pass the Chester? That's a brilliant start, guys. Really good start. And let's see. Really good from the Chester again. Meg pops hyper. I'm going to watch out for that swing. Holding it, but... Okay. I'll pop my super here and walk it in for game, guys. That's a brilliant turnaround. Really well played for my team there. And yeah, once again, I find that I'm dying a lot, like getting pretty low kill to death ratios, but all things considered, I would say I'm playing decently. So yeah, that was our first win. Not terrible. Next up we got Heist Hot Potato. I generally like to play Miko here, so I think that maybe I'll ban a Bull. That might be a good counter to my thing. And also, Bull is just a pretty good base race brawler here. Okay, Miko is banned. I'm going to recommend my teammate Crow. I would say that's a pretty safe first pick. And for safe damage, I have Melody. Maybe Carl or Penny or Colt. So Nita even. I think based on what the opponents choose. Okay, they go with a Pierce and a Jessie. Teammates Maiko, Nita, pretty decent. I think that these guys... Alright, yeah, I guess... I'm not sure. Melody might be decent, like, for damage dealing, so we'll see. It opens up maybe a thrower last pick for the opponents, which would be pretty bad because there's no wall break right now. So if they last picked Barry, that might be a really good pick. Or even a defensive thrower like Larry or Barley. They end up going with Griff, which I think is a counter to me. But hopefully we're able to get this victory. I think Jesse's not too great. And then this map is a little bit more closed off. So I think that Pierce won't be as good as it can normally be. But if that Griff does open up, then it's a different story. All right. So I'm going to just go up the right-hand side here to start with. Pop that shield to hopefully stay alive. Yep, so Griff is breaking up the map as expected. I'm going to try and heal up a little bit. Alright, I got my first super. I just tried to use up all my dashes so I can charge a little bit of my next super as well. I think that Jesse alone on the safe is really not a threat. As long as we aren't charging it super, which does have one there. So Crow did a good job. I'm going to heal up and then go in with my super. Try and walk up this right side. And with only Jesse on defense, this does seem like a pretty good lane. Yeah, I tried to pop my shield gadget again there, guys, but I missed it. Need a hyper, though, really going to work. And if that last shield gets taken down, we're in a really good advantage. Alright, I'm able to get that Jesse down. Hopefully teammates do well with the turret. And I do have a super, so if I play this carefully, this should be game for us. I think here, boom, boom. All right, I'm able to get a little bit of percentage down. Maybe I should have targeted that Pierce, but Crow hypercharge for the win. Really well played by my teammates there. So we're able to secure game 1. I think I'll just go up the right-hand side again. Seemed like it was all right to start off with. Okay. I'm not really sure where this Jesse is. Okay. All right, I'm able to get 1 stack down, like 1 level down the safe, which is pretty solid. This Griff here. I think my Crow will be able to deal with it. I'm gonna dash up here, pop my shield, beautiful. Hopefully we charge up another super, which is great. And we are in a slight advantage, but they are coming pretty strongly here. I think that maybe this is a good opportunity to dash up. And yes, I'm able to get down the Pierce, and this should be another pop. So yeah, just get a few more hits in if possible. All right, I go down, 18% left. Do I have super is the question. I think I'm 1 hit off super. I'm able to get 1 hit on a person. I popped that pretty early, but hopefully here. Wow. Okay, if I was a little bit better in my dashes there, I think that would have been game, but we get it pretty close here. Hopefully this last attack, we're able to win the base rush. Nice, Nita gets the bear down. That was closer than last time, but still a good game. Good win. Not the best stats, but I did get decent safe damage, so happy with that. And that brings our record to 2-2. So let's go ahead for the game to Legendary now. Another heist match. This one's a little bit more open, so I'll take that into consideration. I know that Angelo's a good first pick. Is it worth a ban, though? I'm not sure. I think instead I'll probably ban... Okay, my teammate bans Chuck. I was about to say Chuck. And I do have the Angelo, so maybe a Pierce. I'm not really sure. Could have banned the Angelo, but if it stays open, I think I'll go for it. Or maybe if Crow is open. Okay, they go Bow. I think I'll recommend teammate. If he doesn't flash, I'll recommend Crow. He has a Melody open. Not responding. All right, gem grab. We have first pick. So I think Crow will be a really good pick if we can get that. I think I'll ban maybe... I'm just gonna ban Magia, but okay, yeah. teammate gets the crow first pick, which is great. Not really sure yet exactly what I'll pick, but I may consider, they go with Finks, which is some sort of controller. We have Lily, which would be a, aggro person. So if that's the case, I might go with the Gus. Just a little bit of support. Okay, they go for the Lily. I may go for a Charlie instead, because I could cocoon the Lily if it gets onto me. And Fang is already sort of, I would say, aggressive, so. But then again, do I really want to play Charlie into Lily? Or do I have a better pick? Could Shade be a sneaky shout here? Because they have one short range. I'm a short range brawler. If I get into their spawn, I could wreak havoc. That'd be pretty good. I think it'll come down to their last pick on our prospects. They go for a bull, which honestly, I'm fine with. I think that it's not the end of the world. And if I would have gone for a Kenji instead of Shade, the bull would have been a lot better. I think Charlie would have been susceptible to that Lily. That's why I ended up not going for it. But all right, let's see how this plays out. I'm going to probably go up the left-hand side maybe. And I see that Lily entered down. Maybe I'll try and get into their bush, because off spawn I wasn't too successful, but here, all right, I almost get that Finks down, and now we cycle to our first super, which is good. Wow, I thought we did, but just almost did. Okay, so I'm in their bush again. Landed a hit onto that Lily. I can get into the wall here and maybe get a hit off on that bull. He does break that wall, but okay. Wow, bull played really well there. And I almost have a hypercharge. And I am able to take that down. Let's see if I can get to this Finks. Unfortunately not. Fang goes down as well, so yeah, that's going to be game one. I think I need to get into their bush slightly earlier next game. It's unfortunate. Is Shade the best pick still that I had at my disposal? I think it's honestly not terrible into Lily or Finks, but the bull I did have some difficulties with. Alright, I went down pretty easily there, unfortunately. I think bull is also in our bush. Should be able to feel it. Yep. Okay. Finks is there. Land a hit onto that. I'm gonna heal up a little bit. Alright. That Finks is pinched pretty well. I'm able to, oh wow, and Crow got really lucky there. Well, not lucky, but it was a really great jump from Crow. So hopefully I should be able to defend us pretty well here with my hypercharge. Wow. That Crow just killed a Lily. I'm really surprised about that, but okay. We managed to tie it up. I think that if I'm able to just get up into their bush, it's going to be good. Teammates played really well this match. Alright, I think I do have a super here. Lily also has a super though, unfortunately. Alright, I'm in their bush. I think that... Wow, okay. I guess Lily is not... I mean, actually pretty decent into shade. Okay, yeah, I went for a play there, but couldn't do as much as I wanted. Unfortunately, I think that my pick here, again, is sort of letting the team down. Wow, that's really aggressive from this Crow. But it's a really brilliant play. Wow, okay. Really well played from the Crow. And yeah, I did pretty poorly there, unfortunately. But we did manage to squeak out a victory, which is great. So we're in Legend now. I guess I do have some glaring weaknesses. I think that my biggest weakness is the draft, but also I guess that's turning into my poor stats as well. I'm not picking good brawlers. I'm getting countered. Bell's Rock. I think that I'll probably ban Pierce. Okay, teammate's gonna ban Pierce, so maybe I'll ban Sirius. Okay. I'm gonna wait and see what the opponents pick. They're gonna go for a Brock. I think that I could go for a Gus. Gus is a really safe pick, or I could go for the Gray, which is slightly more dangerous, but also shuts down throwers. So I think that that's not terrible from me. Teammate on Leon fully buffied. I think that that's pretty solid. I think Leon did get that nerf in the most recent balance changes, but it's still probably a top 20 brawler in the game. They go for Miko and a Grom, so I do not really... Okay, Mortis. Excellent pick. Excellent. Okay, we disconnected. I think that, honestly, we did have an advantage there. I'm surprised that... I don't know who dodged, but if it was one of my teammates, I would have been shocked. Alright, Sneaky Fields. We have first pick. Crow might be the best first pick here. I think that I'm going to ban Griff, potentially. Teammate wants to play Trunks. First pick, I don't know about that. I'm going to hopefully try and suggest to him Crow. Okay, he does lock in the Trunks, which is interesting. And Nani, okay. I'm not sure about these people's picks. Pierce seems a little bit better. Surge. I'm going to flash the Crow. It's going to have good scouting capabilities. They go for a tank counter in Colette, which makes sense. I think that Aerith guy was the Leon from last match, the one that just got canceled, but if he picks Leon, maybe... Okay, he goes Shelly. I think Crow's decent into both of those brawlers. I'll go for probably... I like the speed gear here, and then shield. I don't need vision because of the poison. I think carrying Crow is generally better, but let's read both of these gadgets. I think insta-poison, I like that a little bit more. Especially if I'm going to make a jump onto people, I'll probably pop that gadget and then jump. Okay. Interesting. They have 3 answers to our Trunks, but I don't think that they have the best answers to me or our Barry, which is good to see. So, yeah, hopefully I don't end up charging this Clancy too much. Wow. Yeah, that Colette super is crazy fast. I also don't really want to charge up Colette too much, but I am getting hit by it, unfortunately. Wow, okay. I'm getting hit a lot. But, okay. Wow, dude, that super is just so quick. Maybe I'll try and finish this Colette. Pop my shield up, which does some damage to the Shelly as well. Get some hits onto that Clancy. Unfortunately, just barely stays alive. I'm doing pretty well onto this guy. Mark the Shelly. Okay. I have a couple people poisoned now, so I think maybe I'll go for a hypercharge here. And wow, that Clancy just really is insane damage. I'm really shocked it didn't get a nerf, man. Or maybe, did it get a range nerf? Because that's what it really needs. I have no clue how it almost has the same range as me. Ah, I thought I got that jump off. Am I going to have a teammate back in time? Wow. Okay, well played by that Trunks and Barry. Let's try and start poisoning these guys a little bit. Dude, that is just ridiculous. once that Clancy gets into the game, it's like game over pretty much. Like, this is... I don't know what to do, man. I don't think I fed the Clancy too much, but we have a Trunks berry, so... Alright. Try and finish this Shelly off. Is there still a Colette in that bush? Yeah, okay. Colette goes down. Start trying to mark these people using my poison. I'm really trying to avoid getting hit by that Clancy. And I do get that guy down, so let's see if I'm going to be able to make a play here. Ah, unfortunate. Oh my. This is really... This Clancy is just the really bane of our existence, man. Let me try and just get a hyper jump into here. One more hyper jump. But dude, this Clancy is at 73 HP, man. I'm really frustrated. Like, I know I was saying, talking through the gameplay, but like, I just can't avoid getting frustrated. Like, this is ridiculous. One singular brawler genuinely causing that much havoc. This is just really annoying. Alright. It's a new match now, so this is probably going to be the last match because my timer is showing 52 minutes played, so let's hope that we can end this session on a win. That would be really great. Parallel plays. I'm going to ban maybe a thrower. But then again, throwers are pretty easily countered, so maybe Naja, because it's just really broken with the hypercharge now, I think. So let's see. From my picks on this map, I have my Miko open, my Hank open, and my Shade open. Those are like my three brawlers that I generally pick here because I think that they all do really well with the indestructible walls. So they go for the Shade. I'm going to go for the Hank. I think that's a decent answer to Shade. Teammate goes RT. I think that's solid as well. I forgot that I have RT up. RT is also pretty good on this map. I think this shield one might be better against Shade. I need to buy the other gadget because I don't play Claw, so I never really tap this. And it's nice to be able to tap when you have your balloon charged. Okay, Pierce and Barry. So I'm not I think the Miko pick isn't terrible, but he doesn't have the right star power on right now, does he? Okay, he switched it. That's good. I'll be curious to see how we do in this match. I think that I'm probably going to start on defense. Unless that Miko jumps there really quickly. Wow, a lot of full stack masters. Yeah, like I tried to pop my gadget, but like I can't pop my gadget and hit an attack. Wow, what is that, man? This is just crazy. Dude, I literally popped my super there. Pierce is just ridiculous. Like, this should have probably banned Pierce instead of Naja. Yeah, this is insane. That Pierce just won them the game. I don't know what to do, man. Like, some of these broken brawlers, like, it's ridiculous. Okay, Miko's gonna go on offense, so I'll start in on defense with RT. It's only up against this Barry. Dude, like, I genuinely don't know what to do against Pierce. It's insane. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. I can't even go anywhere. I don't know what to do. Thankfully, Miko kills it. Okay, we're able to turn this around. Like, once I'm actually able to get into this zone up here, it's much easier, but until then, that Pierce just is wreaking havoc on me. But okay, this was better. That Miko's really a great player. If he's able to kill that Pierce, it's game changing. Alright, I'm gonna try and help this RT out again. Boom. It's not the best for me there. But RT is doing well, holding our zone. I'm hoping that Miko is going to be able to keep that Pierce at bay. Dude, come on, man. Like, I clicked my super there. This is so frustrating. How are we going to be able to win our zone back? It's impossible, man. It's ridiculous. What can I say? All right, it's an unfortunate way to end it, but that does conclude our hour of game time. So, I mean, yeah, let's see if I can count our record. So, 1 loss, 2 loss, 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 3 and 2, 3 and 3. So yeah, 3 and 3 pretty much. So net of 0, but I mean, it is somewhat early season still. So with that, I'll conclude the first video, guys. Trainer Chucky out, and hopefully we'll be more successful tomorrow.